This is 7 News.
Tonight, history is made. The Fremantle Dockers through to their first AFL Grand Final.
Fremantle will play Hawthorn in the Grand Final. Siren sounds, 25 points.
Fans celebrate. The Docker faithful rewarded after 19 years. And the Purple march east, the rush to the MCG.
From the studios of 7 Perth, Samantha Jolly.
Good evening. WA football history was made at Patterson Stadium tonight. For the first time in their 19 years, the Fremantle Dockers are into the AFL Grand Final. Their 25-point victory over Sydney in the preliminary final has earned them a trip to Melbourne and a showdown with Hawthorn. Chris Young reports.
Looking for their first ever Grand Final. Fremantle will play Hawthorn in the Grand Final. Siren sounds, 25 points.
Another chapter completed in Freo's history-making journey to that last Saturday in September at the MCG. At pubs and clubs around the state, it set them off. Tonight's victory over Sydney has now set up a mouth-watering grand final showdown with Hawthorn.
You must just be absolutely wrapped.
Yeah, look, a lot of hard work over the years, and it's just great that we've got the chance next weekend now.
We'll enjoy the victory for 5 minutes. I might take some notes from here actually and work out how to approach this week coming.
We've got seven of the best days of our lives now, and yeah, the boys are up and about. What a crowd! Amazing atmosphere here at the moment.
The Purple Army had marched on Subi with unwavering faith and one eye on next week.
Just going to celebrate after the win all week until the grand final, and then even more.
Oh yeah, we'll be over there next weekend for sure, absolutely.
Once inside, that army found their voice.
Have a listen to this.
Freo should have had the Swans on the ropes in the first quarter, but wasted their chances. Walters, Ballantyne, even Main missed the mark before the skipper decided to take control.
Fremantle have got 2.
11 scoring shots to Sydney's 3 at quarter time, but the Dockers' dominance didn't convert to the scoreboard. It was a much different story in the second. The crowd began chanting as Freo squeezed the life out of the Swans.
Duffield just gets a piece of it from 50. A 39-point Docker lead.
I'm running out of superlatives. I've only got 2 or 3 and I've used them about 20 times each.
39 points up at half-time. It was hard to see Sydney coming back from here. They did, but Michael Walters was ready for them.
I reckon there's the answer.
2 goals and a spectacular leap.
Walters! What a leap!
When Fife goaled on the run from the pocket, Freo's lead was out to 43 points by three-quarter time. Then, early in the final term, Michael Barlow's banana kick from the boundary put the result beyond doubt.
Look at them get out of their seats. Look at them get out of their seats.
A Mexican wave to finish it off. Next stop, the MCG, and the Hawks would have to be nervous. Chris Young, 7 News.
And Basil Zamplis has been on the commentary team for 7 at Patterson Stadium. He joins us now live from inside the Dockers' rooms. Baz, what's the atmosphere like in there?
Sam, as good as it gets, and he's about to be whisked away to a meeting, so I'm going to say hello to David Mundy right now. David, congratulations. A fantastic performance into your first grand final.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surreal feeling. It feels like just last week we started pre-season, so going to try and make the most of it, I guess. A lot of hard work's gone into it, but it's not quite finished yet.
First half and second quarter in particular, probably some of your very best football for the year, that pressure?
Yeah, absolutely. We've prided ourselves on that this year, and bring that kind of effort today was great.
Now, you're going into a meeting, as we mentioned. Ross has already had one meeting where he's kind of laid out how he'd like you to treat this week and how we'd like you to sort of conduct yourselves?
Yeah, so nothing really changes. We know what got us here, so we just got to continue on along those lines, understanding that the hype around 10 is going to be extraordinary throughout the week. So trying to enjoy it as much as you can, but we've got to know what our focus is, and that's next Saturday.
And meeting number 2, which you're about to go into. So this is a club meeting where they're going to tell you about tickets and flights and grand final parade and those sorts of things.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not too sure. I'll find out when I get in there, I guess. But that's my feel, yeah.
So how do you think this week's going to unfold? Obviously great expectation and excitement. You've got to allow yourself to enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah, but as I said, it comes down to the hard work that we do during the week and next Saturday. So, the boys can try and enjoy it as much as they can, and the family's going to be obviously really happy, but we know what got us here, and we're going to continue on that road.
On television and here in the stadium, it looked magnificent, that sea of purple. Were you aware of just how intense the crowd were tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. It was obviously a bit different to a normal game, and I think in our first warm-up an hour before the game, we got a really big cheer as we went out, which is a bit different. And Pav grabbed us and said try not to get whisked away by the emotion of the game, and it's all about action and physical effort. So I think the boys did that really well, and we've progressed.
Just quickly, Dave, can you beat the Hawks next week? Can you win your first premiership?
Yeah, absolutely. We're not going over to be a participator. We're going over to win it and give our all.
Congratulations tonight, mate. Well done, and enjoy the week, won't you?
Thank you very much. Absolutely.
David Mundy, one of the stars for Fremantle tonight. Samantha, they're celebrating in here, but at the same time trying to stay pretty focused for next Saturday. Back to you for now.
I bet. Thanks very much for that, Baz. And now to Fremantle, where Rob Scott is at Moondine Joe's pub, where a big crowd of Dockers fans gathered to cheer their team to victory. Rob, what an amazing win. Are they still celebrating?
Well, take a look for yourself, Sam. They are loving every minute of this. 19 years has taken them to make it to the grand final, and they are finally there. There are about 500 fans packed this little pub during the game. Every time the Dockers touched the ball, the decibel level went through the roof. They are loving it. I'm here with Troy. He's been a fan for 19 years. Troy, how you feeling?
Yeah, good. Pumped. I sweat purple and I bleed purple. I just can't get over it. After 19 years, Scoop Dockers!
I think that sums it up, Sam. They are loving every minute of this, and they can't wait for next Saturday. Back to you, Sam.
Oh, it's going to be a big night. And after Fremantle's greatest win in front of a record Dockers crowd, here's what coach Ross Lyon and some of the Dockers players had to say about the week ahead.
We have an exciting week for the Fremantle Football Club, but we're under no illusions. Hawthorn, felt the bitter pill of disappointment last year. They'll be hungry and they're a great team, so we've got our work cut out for us, but we're up for the challenge.
It's something special and something to soak up right now.
You've played a lot of footy in this jumper for the Dockers, 14 seasons now, a lot of great footy. I'm sure you've been waiting a long, long time to now be in grand final next week.
Yeah, of course, and so have our members and our supporters.
And it just feels like the belief of the group is there, that you think that if you can bring your absolute A game, and like you did in that first half, that pressure, you can beat anyone.
Yeah, look, we know if we bring effort and play our role, we know we can match it with anyone. So.
Yeah, won't sing in for quite some time. I mean, just when you mention it then, I did get a bit of goosebumps, but to be honest, it's really relieved. It was probably a really anxious couple of weeks for us, really anxious, and just thrilled to get the result tonight.
Can you please just put some of the Freo Dockers supporters' minds at bay a bit? Are you okay? You looked a little bit sore.
No, I think that's just old age, mate. I'm 31 now, but no, generally pretty good.
The Dockers win will see a big rush on grand final tickets. Jessica Vanderende joins us live from the 7 newsroom. And Jess, are seats still available?
Yes, they are, Sam, for a price. The MCG has a capacity of 100,018, but only 14,000 seats have been allocated to Fremantle, and almost 19,000 members have registered for that ballot. It means almost 7,000 Harbour Masters and Priority 1 members will be guaranteed a seat. The rest will have to wait until 9 a.m. Monday to find out if they've been successful. For other fans, there are corporate packages available if you're prepared to pay. They start at around $1,500. And of course, then you have to get to Melbourne. About an hour ago, there were only business class seats available on Qantas. But since the final siren sounded, the airline has come to the party and put one extra flight online, leaving Friday. One way, it's $869 and seats are selling fast. Virgin is also promising to review its flight capacity. The cheapest ticket we found, though, is Tiger Airways, $719, one way leaving Thursday. And I can tell you, Sam, there are only 3 seats left on that flight. There's at least 2 diehard fans we know of who have booked their own private charter flights to get to Melbourne. Of course, the other alternatives are rail and road. We could be seeing some Freo faithful heading across the Nullarbor. Sam?
OK, thanks for that, Jess. And there's another chance to watch Fremantle beat the Swans. It starts at 9:30 tonight over on 7 Mate, a replay of the entire game.